Hello, and welcome back to Prison Architect. Previous episodes, like the whole series, we have been building this prison. And we have a medium security prison. We began with this cell block, we added this cell block, then we added the visitation, the laundry, the facilities, right? Then we added some common rooms, some libraries, a shop, a chapel. Then we got all of this stuff, a workshop and a classroom. We built like this whole staff area and these offices. And then we went to medium security because a bunch of people had murdered each other and we had to separate them from each other. So we built this medium security, this max security, and double cell blocks, right? Huge amount of people can fit in here. And yeah, we built this up. Then we also had to separate the supermax prisoners. And, it's going okay. It's not going great. Because there is a riot every day in this prison. And there is a riot every day because the danger level is really high. So why is the danger level really high? It's because of these armed guards. And if I don't have these armed guards, if I fire them, to make the danger level go down again, these supermax prisoners are gonna start murdering each other. I tried it. I just played a little bit on my own. I fired a whole bunch of these armed guards, and like 10 seconds later, snap, like that, they started going on killing sprees. That wasn't a pretty sight. So I need these armed guards. But because of these armed guards, the danger level is high. And because of the danger level, because that's high, the prisoners don't feel safe. And because they don't feel safe, they start rioting. Sometimes one of the problems with this prison, another problem, is that there is like a huge gang problem. And this is pretty much under control of the gangs. The gangs are not causing a lot of trouble. They still murder each other. But, they're not causing trouble to the prisoners that are not in gangs. So, gangs are killing each other. Do what the hell you want. It's not my problem. But, at least don't attack my other prisoners. So, this is kind of under control. It's not too bad, the gang problem. But there is, like, a huge amount of gang members in the Supermax. Because there are riots every day, like 120 staff members have also died. And you can see that here. 120 people have died on duty. And the problem with this game is, and I don't like that at all, that they did that. They made it a permanent effect. So the 120 staff deaths are gonna be there for your whole prison playthrough. I don't know if it's good game design or if it's bad game design, but I know that it is not fun. They should have made that a temporary effect. So if a staff member recently died, you would get a temporary effect where your staff members would be like upset. But it is permanent, and they will be permanently upset about those staff deaths. And I get it, if this was real life and when 120 people died in this prison, you would not want to work here. But this is a game, and it's not real life, and the fact that they made this permanent is not fun at all. So because the staff, so many people have died, the morale of my staff goes down. And once the morale of my staff goes down, what they want is they want more money. So I don't know if I did this on camera or not, but I had to give them a pay raise. So they have a pay raise of 20% right now. But because so many people have died and because there are riots every day, and those riots are not a problem. I can stop those riots. Those riots are just part of the prison. Because of the riots, more staff members are going to die, and because more staff members are going to die, my staff members are going to be more upset, and because of that, they're going to want pay raises, and because they want pay raises, like my daily cash flow is gonna get so low that's gonna be negative, and I'm gonna be losing money. So there are two solutions to that. What I can do is I can start a new prison, or I can edit the save file and, edit it down to 0 again. So I start over with 0 staff deaths. So what I'm gonna do, I think this was a good prison. I think it was really fun to play this prison. I think it was really fun to build this prison. But like you see, these are tiny cells. They all have to shower in the same room. That's causing trouble. This was an ad hoc solution. I quickly had to make this. So I didn't think about the design before I started. The camera room never gets used. And why does it never get used? I don't know. That might be a bug. Might be because I designed it wrong. The camera room was previously here. That didn't work, so I had to move it here. I think the canteen is too small because, again, I just did something. I didn't really count it out before I made this canteen. I think this place is also too busy. I made way too many cells. I got greedy here, so I made way too many cells, and I made a too small canteen. And I think the yard maybe should have been bigger as well. Anyway, I think this was a good prison. I think I had a lot of fun building this prison, but I think it's over. And I'm gonna start over. That means that the staff deaths are gonna be back to 0. What I'm also gonna do in the new prison that I'm gonna make from here on, I'm gonna start editing the save file so the staff deaths are always gonna be 0. So when it gets too high, the staff deaths, I'm gonna bring it back to 0 again. So like I said, when the staff deaths get too high, you're gonna have to give them a pay raise, then your daily cash flow is gonna get so low, that's gonna be negative, and it's kind of like a game over. So to start over, what you do is you go to the validation tab, and you click on sell. So if you look at here, it says my profit is $1,161,000 is what I'm gonna get when I sell this prison. And with that profit, I can start the new prison. So if you recall, if you go back to the first episode, we just had 20k. And now we will have a mil. And with that mil, we can start with way better cells, because these had to be made with like a little bit of cash that we had in the beginning. There was a lot of trouble, but now we have a lot of money, and with that lot of money, we're gonna start building a new prison. It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna make a male prison again, and you can also choose different wardens, and those different wardens have different effects. And I'm gonna choose the pacifier, and what he does is he lowers the danger level, and I like that. We can also choose dogs. These do not have an effect on how your prison is run. Different dogs do not handle differently. But I like the German Shepherds, the classic, so I'm gonna keep them. Okay, let's sell this prison and start out. There we go. That's the big cash money price that we got for selling the prison. So we start out with a small plot again, which means I have to buy new land to expand it. And to buy new land to expand it, I need a lawyer. Or was it a lawyer? I think it was an accountant, by the way, not a lawyer. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna build a place for the staff members. And yeah, that's what I'm gonna get started with. So I'm gonna plan it out, and then I will be back. So I designed the staff area, right? This is the perimeter wall, so there's gonna be a wall all around the prison. And of course, like I said, I'm gonna buy more land once I get an accountant. And we're just gonna expand it. There's gonna be a gate, so the stuff is gonna come in here, You're going to go to the deliveries. The deliveries are going to come in here. It's going to go to the storage. This is the utilities. So you will have the power generator and the water pump over here. And then you go up here. And here is the staff area. So you can, these are offices. There's the toilet, there's the canteen. And maybe I will build like a security area over here. Somewhere, but not yet. So. And these are going to be guard towers, by the way. So I'm going to put some snipers here at the entrance. This is it for this episode. I'm going to end it here. I'm going to build this next episode, all of this stuff. And then what we can do is we can do some research. And after we've done some research, we can start buying up the land around it. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please leave a comment. That really helps with the algorithm. Leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next episode. Bye bye.